It's a case of friends reunited for Phil Bardsley tonight as Stockport County prepare to host Salford City in a crunch clash at the top of League Two. Manchester United great Gary Neville will be in the crowd at Edgeley Park with the pundit part of the co-ownership group of Salford alongside brother Phil, David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt. The latter will likely be in attendance as chief executive of the Amis. Bardsley, currently sidelined with a knee injury, will have time for a catch-up before kick-off with his former United teammates. When Bardsley broke though at Old Trafford, he was given guidance and support by those who will be donning the red of Salford tonight. Butt was alongside a debutant Bardsley in 2003. Gary Neville was on the pitch when his Champions League bow arrived, as a replacement for Paul Scholes in 2005. He shared a pitch, and a city of origin, with Ryan Giggs. "It will be nice to see some old faces," said Bardsley, speaking to the "I see them, the class of '92, about, but we're not really in touch. We get on and we have a decent relationship and they were a big part of my career growing up and coming through the system at Manchester United. Some I leaned on for experience and help and guidance and they provided it at a young age when I was a bit wet behind the ears. You get to a certain age, you are playing for Man United, and you think you can do what you want. You need players like that to give you a kick up the ass now and again. United was the best education you could have had in your life. All of them have had mega careers and gone into business and owned a football club and are giving back to the community. It's a community Bardsley is embedded in. He grew up on Littleton Road and his mum and dad still run the local social club. He's been to a few games this season and wants to see success at the Peninsula Stadium. But despite all the Salford connections, it's Stockport County where his focus sits. The full-back joined the Hatters earlier in the season, having left Premier League club Burnley last summer. He managed only 3 appearances before injury struck, but the 37-year-old hopes to be back on the grass in the next week and could still feature before the end of the season. And while Salford maybe have the glitz and glamour, a revitalised county bring plenty to the table themselves. They returned to the Football League after an 11-year absence last season and sit 5th, 1 place ahead of Salford, in the promotion battle. Edgeley Park is a sellout tonight between two teams who were competing together in the National League North as recently as 2018. Now both could be in the 3rd tier next term. It is fascinating how we find ourselves in a similar position, and it would be nice to see us both go up, Bardsley added. We are both in a position where we can. For people of the Northwest, Stockport and Salford, it would be unbelievable to see them both in League One. I always root for Salford, but I am focused on Stockport at the minute. That is the most important thing. It would be nice for me to see both go up, a Salford lad and a Stockport player, and both be promoted. The top 3 remains within reach for the pair, but they could yet meet again this season in a Wembley playoff final with everything on the line. Don't, concludes Bardsley, almost uncomfortable at the prospect. That is the worst-case scenario for me. Not a playoff final. I'd have to glue myself to the seat.